So what is a Dutch auction? A Dutch auction, for example, in the Netherlands, 2 million flowers are sold every morning in the Netherlands, and the process is a Dutch auction. The price starts high and it descends. As the price goes down, when somebody wants to buy flowers at a certain price, they hit the button, they buy the quantity of flowers that they want at that price, and when they're done, it keeps moving down until all the flowers are gone. Dutch auctions are great for speed. They move very quickly. But more importantly, they're great for risk, because if you're willing to pay $2 for something, and you think you can get it for $1.75, do you really want to take the risk that somebody's going to come in and buy it for $1.98, for example? So that introduces risk into the equation. So as I walked that day, I set up the call. Remember, we did it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Central European time. And I said, why don't we begin at 2.1 billion SEK and run a Dutch auction, which means we go out to each individual acquirer and say, acquire A, the price on the table is 2.1 billion SEK. You don't have 48 hours, you don't have a week, you have 8 hours. At the end of 8 hours, you've either rejected this or it expires, and we go to the next bidder. And once we go to the next bidder, and we're going to go overnight. Once we go to the next bidder, we're going to give them 8 hours, and the price is going to go down. If they reject it or it expires, then we're going to go to the next bidder, and the price will continue to fall. It may come back to you or it may not come back to you, but this is where we are right now. Acquire A, here you go. 2.1 billion SEK, you've got 8 hours. The bidders don't know how many bidders there are. They don't know if there's 2, they don't know if there's 1, they don't know if there's 10. But at the end of the day, it introduces substantial risk, because, if somebody's got a bid of 1.85 billion SEK now, and they're willing to pay 1.9 for it, do they really want to risk somebody else swiping it off the table for a price that they would have paid? And so we went through all of the acquirers once, and by the time we got back to acquirer A, they hit the bid at 1.93 billion SEK. The deal closed with Service Master 2 or 3 weeks later.